2BS 95.1 FM.
International Wombat Day. Talking about International Wombat Day and Wombat Burrows research is CSU's Dr Hayley Stannard. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Now, let's learn about wombats. Shout out to all our wombats who are listening right now, but this one's for you. So let's go. Let's find out some fun facts about wombats. What are some great things that we love about these cuddly creatures?
Well, there's actually 3 species of wombat. So we have the northern hairy-nosed wombat, the southern hairy-nosed wombat, and the bare-nosed wombat. So the 2 hairy-nosed species have hairy noses, obviously, and the bare-nosed species has a bare nose.
There we go. That's pretty distinguishable by the sounds of it, by those names alone.
Yeah.
So, Wombat Day, what are we celebrating in their environment, in their nature, in the ecosystem? How do they get along and how do they sort of thrive in our environments?
Well, we're celebrating the fact that they're an ecosystem engineer, so they do a lot of digging and build burrows, so they move around a lot of soil, and by doing that, they help the nutrients move through the soil and also water penetration. So it helps increase plant diversity in the places that they're digging, and also they're pooping with manure that fertilises the area as well.
And they've got front-facing pouches, don't they? What's that for?
Yeah, so their pouches face backwards, so that when they're digging, they're not kicking up dirt in on top of their baby.
Yeah, there we go. Backward-facing pouches, I should say. Yeah. Sorry about that. But either way, it sounds like they're contributing a lot. I mean, we're kind of known for wombats here in Australia. It's a bit of an iconic animal to have.
Yes, they are really iconic, and they're really quite unique. We don't really have anything else quite like them. And the really cool thing about them is that they poop in squares.
That's the fun fact I've been hearing a lot about. When people tell me a fun fact, the first thing they go to is their square poos, basically. But another interesting thing about wombats is that they have a really unique metabolism. It takes them a long time to digest their food.
Yeah, very, very slow metabolism. So they're eating grasses, which are generally considered quite nutrient poor. So they're high in carbohydrates, but low in proteins and low in fats. So they need a lot of time for the microbes that live inside their gut to help break it down. So it can take like 56 hours for their food to move through their digestive tract. So it means that they have a really low metabolism and really low energy requirements compared to other animals that would be the same size as them.
Now wombats, are they endangered?
The northern hairy-nosed wombat is critically endangered. There are only 400 individuals of those living in 3 populations in Queensland. The southern hairy-nosed wombat is near threatened, and the bare-nosed wombat is not considered endangered, but it still has some threats that are a bit concerning.
Now, at CSU, we've got here that you conduct wombat burrows research. What have your studies found?
Yeah, so we've been looking at what other animals use wombat burrows. So there's lots of different animals that will use wombat burrows as shelter, as well as insects will come around wombat burrows and breed and hang out as well. And, particularly during the fires and that, they provided really good shelter for animals to get away from the fires.
Yep. Brilliant. Well, it sounds like a fun day to be a wombat, especially on a beautiful sunny day like today. Dr. Hayley, thank you so much for joining us. And